Yeah, very pleased to be back. The atmosphere is good. Obviously, I know Mick from being at and TC from being at Wolves, and yeah, I mean, ever since we've come back, everybody seems happy, and training's been quite enjoyable, and it's been fun.
Let's say it was a difficult year for everybody, you especially in 2018, internationally wise. You keen to draw a line under it and move on? Yeah,
of course. Obviously, it's a new manager now, new campaign, new kind of era. So kind of just put the past in the past and move forward and see if we can get some positive results in 2019. Do
you feel you're playing as well as you've ever played?
Yeah, I mean, club-wise, yeah, for sure. I'm having a pretty good season. The team I'm playing in is obviously having a great season also. Semi-final of the FA Cup and 7th in the league. Can't really ask for much more than that. And the brand of football that we're playing is quite attractive. So for me personally, on a stats level and all that, I am having the season of my life considering the league that we're in now.
How do you think you can replicate your club form at international level? Is it as much about the way the team is set up as anything?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a bit differently how we play compared to club football. But I mean, I'm just going to have to, if I play, I'm going to have to adapt to how the manager wants me to play. I mean, if he wants me to play a certain way, I should be able to be good enough to change my game to suit the team. But I have to play first, so we'll have to see.
Some suggestion you might play right-hand side of midfield. Obviously, you're not going to tell us whether you are, but when was the last time you did play right-hand side of midfield?
I haven't played like on a flat four on the right-hand side for a long time, but I mean, the position that I play now at Wolves, I am on the right-hand side on my own quite often. It will still be different if that was the case, but it's something that I'm comfortable with.
Alan, it's been a difficult year, 18 months for you, hasn't it, injury-wise? Do you feel you're over it now and back to your best fitness-wise?
Yeah, if you would have said a few months ago I would have been in this position, maybe not. You know, I went out and played football, and I'm really enjoying it at the minute, just playing every minute of every game. And I feel I'm not far off to where I was before.
You felt you had to move from Brentford, did you, to get regular minutes?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I had a hard you could even say 2.5 years. I got back fit, and then I'm sitting on the bench. You know, it's just the way it goes. And the chance came up to go to Ipswich and play every week, and there's no way I was going to turn that down.
Is it slightly strange for the squad to be starting a campaign in March as opposed to September?
I'm not really sure. You know, the good thing is that all the lads are fit. You know, we've got plenty of games under our belt, and you know, we've got everybody in here really raring to go and wanting to, you know, play minutes if they can.
Thanks very much.
Matt, is it good to be back with Mick again? Good to hook up with him again?
Yeah, definitely. We had a good relationship when I was at Wolves. I keep adding TC also because he was there and we had a good relationship. So I don't see why that would be any different now. We've started off on the right foot and things seem to be going pretty well.
How would you compare this setup with Mick compared to the previous setup? Is there more, in terms of coaching, is more clarity in terms of setup, etc.?
Well, we've only been in a couple of days, so I mean, some of the lads had secondary recoveries. Most of the lads have had secondary recoveries. I guess we'll probably maybe see more leading into the game in the next few days. At the moment, we've kind of just been getting ourselves into the session and playing a few games, which has been good. So maybe in a few more days, I'll be able to have a better answer.
Yeah, and you touched on it earlier. Do you feel that this is a clean slate for you now and a proper opportunity for you to stake a claim in this team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every opportunity. The last camp I was in was still an opportunity for me. I still started the 2 games there. So I guess now that the manager is someone that I've worked with before and we obviously have a good relationship, things might be a little bit different. But it's not a guarantee that there will be.
You started 2 games. Do you think you could have started more games in the previous campaign? Do you think?
Well, I would like to think so personally, but I obviously don't pick the team, and it didn't work out for me for whatever reason, and hopefully that will be different now.
You've no idea why it didn't work out for you, as you said in the previous campaign, do you?
No, I've no idea why. Just never played. It's not the end of the world. I guess it's always the manager's decision to pick the team, and there was obviously players playing, so you got respect. The 11 that go out.
And Alan, for you, horrible last while really with injuries. Must be great to be back in the squad.
Yeah, as I said, just playing football. I'm enjoying every minute of it. You know, as I said, the last 2-3 years haven't been the easiest, but I've just enjoyed my football. I know we're bottom of the league at Ipswich, but you know, I enjoy every minute at the moment, and I feel that's the reason why I've got myself back in here, and I'm starting to show what I'd done before. I'm just a goal, I feel, away from getting to that form.
Yeah, a common theme from the previous players that have come in here over the week, they say that if you impress at training under Mick, you will get a chance. Is that your priority now this week?
Yeah, you know, I think every player that's come into the squad kind of looked at it thinking, I have a chance of playing, you know, and I had a few chances of playing for Mick, and now hopefully I'll get the chance to do that here.
Cheers.
Alan, just wondering how the injury that you've had to deal with, do you feel like you're mentally stronger now as a player?
Oh, yeah, without doubt. You know, what you go through, I know Seamus has gone through the same thing. I had 2 years of it. The one thing I always said is that I got plenty of time with my family, you know. So, you know, I think they're sick of seeing me now at the minute. So, yeah, I've got through it. You know, you take tackles, take everything. You always think, am I going to get back to it? And, you know, it took me probably about 6 or 7 games at Ipswich to realise I'm going to get back to this, you know. So, yeah, you do have mental challenges, but, yeah, I'm loving every minute at the moment.
I know your manager, Paul Lambert, was eager to get the club to give you a new contract. Has that been sorted out?
We're in the middle of talking at the moment. You know, obviously, I don't really want to be playing League One, but if you ask me, am I happy? Yeah, I'm extremely happy there. You know, I love the place there, the people. Mick told me that I would when I first spoke to him about going there. So for me, at this moment in time, it's about I've had enough time not playing. You know, if I have to have a year in League One, you know, and get back up straight away, I'll look at that. But I'm extremely happy there at Ipswich. Mick
compared you to Wes Hoolahan, or he said that you're the closest thing we have to a Wes Hoolahan now. Is that a fair comparison?
Well, we're both small, yeah. So, no, I'll just say is that, yeah, we're similar players. You know, it's good to be compared to Wes. We might say we're a little different in certain things, but if I can do anything to what Wes did when he played for Ireland, you know, I'll be delighted. And I'm at the similar age where he kind of kicked when he started coming in, you know, playing a lot more games. So, yeah, I look forward to if I get the chance to play a few games, see what I can do.
And Matt, just on the talk of there could be a flat back four played by Mick McCarthy on Saturday. If you were to play in that system, is your preference then to play as a right midfielder as opposed to playing at right back?
Look, I'm the position I play club level. I'm doing both now, so I'll be comfortable to do both. At the end of the day, I am probably a full back, so that would be my main position. But no, I have no issues playing further up the field. I love to go forward, so it would be I'd be comfortable.
I would guess that Mick would also be, you know, eager to encourage you to get into the box and to try and get chances and try and take shots at goal as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all obviously well documented. There's been a lack of goals lately, so stuff like that, it would be no problem to get in the back post, to have shots at goal. Nobody's gonna give out you for trying to score goals. So yeah, stuff like that is kind of standard. As if you're playing on the right hand side, you need to be getting in at the back post. You need to be chipping in with goals. And fortunately, I have that kind of thing in me where I'm able to be at the right place at the right time and put the ball in the net sometimes.
Is that something you've worked on and improved on yourself, or has your manager Nuno, has he been a big part in developing you over the last couple of seasons? Yeah,
a huge part in developing me. I've improved immensely since when he took over at the start of last season. But I mean, in terms of going forward and getting goals, it's just kind of your instinct at the time. Nobody can really coach you to where to go at. I mean, there's been goals scored this season where I've just somehow nicked in at the back post. That's not him necessarily telling me to do that. It's just me having a gut feeling and thinking, oh, maybe something will come here. So I don't think you can coach people to score goals, but you can obviously make them think about it and think what positions might be best or where the ball might drop, and that's what I did. And unfortunately, the ball's dropped for me a few times.
I just ask you as well, obviously as a championship team coming up into the Premier League for your first season, you know, naturally you'll tell everybody you're ready for that level, but there must be doubts there. But when you're in the position you're in now, and to have knocked Manchester United out of the cup at the weekend, like, how does that feel? Yeah,
it was a pretty special evening, to be honest. The whole atmosphere, I don't know if you've seen it on TV, it was just a great night for the club. A lot of us had family, all of our families there, and we obviously backed ourselves going into the game. I mean, our record against the top 6 teams is obviously pretty good, and we were at home and we were at Molineux, so we actually expected to win the game, and fortunately we did win the game. Now we've got a big semi-final to look forward to, and we'll expect to win that as well.
Can you win the cup?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I know Man City are still in there, but we've managed to avoid them, and I know they'll be favourites. But we've drawn with them this season. I know they beat us at the Etihad, but I mean, in the final, it's a 50-50 one-off. Anything's possible, and obviously, we've got a good team. So we're capable of doing it.
Matt, Mick joked the other day that none of you would be old enough to remember him playing for Ireland, and very few would remember him being manager of Ireland. What can you tell the lads about his character and the way he works?
Yeah, well, I think he's a very good manager, firstly. From my time at Wolves, when I was there, he kind of nurtured me and kind of took care of me when I was in a few sticky situations. So his man management is obviously good. He's got TC with him, him and TC do a lot of the coaching on the pitch, and already you can see, even in the little bits of training, he knows exactly what he wants us to do. We haven't done huge shape sessions, but even the little things, he might stop and just little pointers here or there. The next few days we'll probably get more of an idea of what he wants. But the main thing I'd say is just a great man manager.
And, I mean, we see him as a gruff Yorkshireman with his own quirky sense of humour. Is that how he comes over on the training pitch as well? Yeah,
like you can see that he wants to get involved with the kind of banter between the lads. He's quite funny at times. So yeah, none of that has changed. He hasn't lost any of his sense of humour or anything. Always looking to be involved in some way, and that's good. You need to have a manager who's kind of friends with you in a way, in terms of getting involved. But then at the end of the day, you respect him because he's your manager. He's got the right blend there.
How important are these first two games in the context of the campaign as a whole?
I mean, vitally important. I mean, you need to get off to a good start for us and for obviously the manager. We need to beat Gibraltar obviously on Saturday. I mean, if you were to slip up there, that wouldn't be good. And then obviously the home game against Georgia, which would be a little bit more difficult because they're quite technically good and better than people might think. So. The first two games, I mean, could make all the difference in the whole thing. So it's massively important.
And just briefly going back to Wolves, you said you came up with a lot of confidence and momentum, but have you exceeded your own expectations this season?
I would say no, because I saw what the team was capable of last year. I know it was a different league, but I knew we had the foundations and the base for a good season. We knew we had the players. I know we started off the season a little bit nervously, where we couldn't quite get to it. Sorry, and but the more you played, the more comfortable we got, and then you got a couple of wins, and you start to believe that you belong at the level. And then from there, I mean, there was still a period in the season where we had 5 losses in a row, and we're still 7th at the moment. So no, like I guess a lot of people might think we've overachieved, but I don't think we have.
Ordinarily, it would be a straight shootout for yourself and Seamus, but has he spoken to you about his lack of form or the fact that you're probably ahead of him on form?
Seamus?
Has he been helpful?
No, we've not. Like, we've obviously spoke a lot, but we've not spoke about form or anything like that. We just speak about normal football things, and no, it's not a case of I'm playing. How are you playing? How was your game on Saturday? Did I play better than you or anything like that? No, it's just I mean, we're quite friendly, so it was just general football talk.
And I think the stats in the Premier League say that Conor Cody passing to you and I think Ruben Neves passing to you are 2 of the most successful passes in the Premier League. What's the reason for that? Is that you find space, or is that a certain tactic deployed by Wolves?
It's just kind of the way we play. I mean, we're looking to switch the ball a lot all the time. The range of passing is obviously unbelievable. Probably second. I mean, the top 2 in the league maybe so far, obviously, like you just said. And it's accurate as well. It's not just as if they're getting me and I'm stretching, or it's always in front of me. It's always where it needs to be. So it's just the way we play is a lot of switches. Once we circulate the ball around to one side, we're trying to obviously get it to come back out the other side as quick as we can. And the fact that I'm playing right wing back and out wide on my own, I do get a lot of space. So it works for us at the moment. I mean, teams did try and figure us out at one point, and then we kind of changed to 3 midfielders, and then the problem started to happen again for the other teams, and that's working for us at the moment.
Do you think it could be slightly frustrating not having as much space international football wise, and especially if you're playing on the right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I said earlier, if that's the way it is, I'm going to have to adapt. I mean, if I want to be successful, I can't just expect to everywhere I go to be like Wolves. It's just not going to be the case. I'm just going to have to get used to what my role is here or wherever the role is, and try and play as well as I can in that role, and do the best for Ireland.
Matt, you mentioned the manager. Is there anything else, do you think, behind why you personally are having such a good season?
I just think that I'm good enough. I guess at the start, I didn't start the season too well. I've got myself a lot fitter, which probably helps also. Than like even fitter than last season, and even though I was pretty fit last season. So no, I just think that I've been able to adapt, and confidence is everything. I'm super confident at the moment. Every time I go out and play, I feel great when I'm playing. Obviously, I know at times that changes during the season, but right now, I mean, I'm probably never playing better than I am now, and my confidence is sky high. So I'd say confidence has a lot to do with it. That it kind of never really left me.
The number of assists and goals, is that something that you are pleasantly surprised by?
Yeah, no, actually, no. I don't know what I said yet. I should have had a few more actually, because I've missed a lot of not easy chances, but very, very good chances. And there was times where I probably should have set somebody up, or where I misplaced or got blocked. So the stats could actually be better than what they are. But I mean, I'm not going to complain at how they are. I think I've got in all competitions 6 goals, 7 assists. So yeah, look, that's pretty good. I can't really sniff at that.
Sorry, Alan. I know obviously the loss of Callum O'Dowd and Alan Brown. They're both big losses, but as players who are kind of similar, I suppose, in a sense to your position, is that something you look at as a chance for yourself, maybe to step in there?
Yeah, you know, I do prefer that playing as a number 10. You know, if I do get chosen out wide, anything like that, I don't mind. If I play minutes, that's what I'm happy about. Manager asks me to do something, I'll do it to the best that I can. And but yeah, I do look at it. You know, everybody, as I said, looks at the squad and thinks I have an opportunity of playing. So if that comes my way, hopefully I'll take it.